Saying, hey guys, just as I felt like I should make a little update video for you guys on how the girls are doing. We just got done sweeping out the cages and giving them some salad. They're actually getting back to eating their evening salads a lot better, so we've been giving them an evening salad again. One, because I'm thinking about taking the girls off of pellets and just giving them hay and vegetables, because pellets are not like a necessary like food staple for your guinea pigs. Little Adventures, she doesn't feed her pigs pellets at all. She feeds them hay and 10%, I believe, I know she gives them hay, and I believe that she feeds them up to 10% of their body weight in vegetables. So I'm seriously thinking about slowly getting them used to not having pellets, and just giving them hay and vegetables, because in the wild they would be eating hay and native vegetation. So I'm wanting to make sure that my girls have as natural of a diet as possible. Most certainly for little honey over there, as you can see, she's getting a little plump. She's starting to fill out over there, which is a good thing. And then of course my big girls, my big beautiful Sweetie Pie, and then my cute mini version of Sweetie Pie, Queenie, over there. But as you can see, the girls are doing good. The odd thing though that I have going on right now is Honey and Queenie, they're both the crusted guinea pigs. They're the ones who have the little crowns in their heads. I've noticed that their noses have been really itchy. Like Honey has actually scratched out some of the fur around her nose. Sweetie Pie, what are you doing? And then Queenie is scratching her nose, but she's scratching more of the top of it, and something has irritated the side of Honey's nose. So I'm going to get some aloe. I'm going to get some aloe and try to rub it on their nose to see if maybe that will help. Just because, like, I've checked them. I've checked like other parts of their bodies to see if they're scratching anywhere else, and it's not. It's just around their nose. So I don't know if maybe some of the dust from the hay like has started to bother their noses or what have you. But Sweetie Pie hasn't been scratching on her nose at all. It's just been Queenie and Sweetie, and I have no idea why Queenie and Sweetie are kicking Honey out of her bowl. Hey, what are you two doing? No, you guys have your own bowls over here. What are y'all doing? I have to be real careful, because the reason why I kind of shoo Queenie and Sweetie like out of the vegetable bowls is because Honey is under the 6-month mark, so she needs a little extra calcium in her diet, more so than what Queenie and Sweetie need in theirs, because they just hit like the 6-month mark. So I put like a little bit of spinach along with dill and parsley in Honey's bowl, and I put parsley and dill and bell pepper and cucumber and romaine lettuce in Queenie and Sweetie's bowl. But for some odd reason, Queenie and Sweetie felt the need to both start going over to Honey's bowl. I'm just hoping that she ate the spinach. That's the other thing about housing a really young guinea pig with older guinea pigs is the dietary needs. Like, you can feed them all the same thing. It's just you have to like watch out for your older ones' calcium levels in what you give them, but you have to make sure that your littlest one is getting enough extra calcium in their diet. One, because it helps them grow, and two, just because they need it for their bones, where your older guinea pigs, they don't need the extra calcium like your younger guinea pigs will. And then also with too much calcium in older guinea pigs leads to bladder stones. The one thing that I did want to kind of talk about in this video is I've noticed on Reddit that people think that rabbit hatches or rabbit hutches are ideal for housing your guinea pigs. I've also seen on YouTube where people have built these really big hutch-like systems for their guinea pigs, and I'm going to be honest, I don't agree with it. Your guinea pig needs to be in a nice, flat, open, spacious 2 foot by 4 feet, a total of 8 square feet or bigger style cage, not a rabbit hutch. Rabbit hutches are not even recommended for rabbits because 1, they are made of untreated wood. 2, most of your rabbit hutches are made with either pine or cedar wood because those are cheaper woods to use. So you're putting your guinea pig in an environment that is already toxic to their health. 3, because they're untreated wood, pee and poop turns into bacteria and mold very quickly, and your guinea pigs could get very sick off of that. And 3, they're not well ventilated. Like, you have this itty bitty screen door in maybe 2 or 3 places, and that's it. They're not well ventilated. So the person who turned around and posted their picture making it seem like it was the greatest guinea pig cage in the whole world, I actually commented on their picture, and I was suggesting the CNC grid cage, a Midwest guinea pig cage, building your own like wooden just open space guinea pig cage like you can find the little adventurers. She built her own, and she did a video on how she built it. So I'm suggesting like the 3 best, cages that you could get for your guinea pig. And the reply that I get is, well, unfortunately, we don't have enough room for something like that. And we have a dog. Okay. This one cage here literally fits in a corner of a room. A corner of a room. It fits in the corner of a room. It's 2 feet wide by 4 feet long. That's all the space that you need. All 3 of these cages are 2 feet wide by 4 feet long. You can put them on a little fold-out table in the corner of a room. Bam, your guinea pigs have a spacious, well-ventilated, flat, open area to play in. If you don't have the room to properly house your guinea pigs, you don't need to own them. You don't need to have them. I mean, I'm sorry, but spending $50 on a Midwest guinea pig cage that is vet recommended, 2 feet by 4 feet, is not that bad of a deal compared to you going and buying some wooden death trap, as far as I'm concerned, or building some wooden death trap hutch styled system that, 1, is poorly ventilated, 2, you don't know what wood it's made out of, and it's probably made out of pine or cedar, like I just said, which is toxic to your guinea pigs anyway. And it has very short, very narrow levels to it that they have to go up a very narrow ladder. And you're going to tell me that you have room for something like that in your house, but you don't have room for a folding table and a 2 foot by 4 foot guinea pig cage that is actually vet recommended and designed just for a guinea pig. But unfortunately, you don't have space for something like that, but you have space for this gigantic 2-story rabbit hutch thing. No, it's called you shouldn't own guinea pigs if you can't give them the proper housing if you can't give them a proper enclosure. I mean, when we got our girls, we got our Midwest guinea pig cages. We got our first one, we got the girls. 2 weeks later, we got our second Midwest guinea pig cage and we upped it up to 16 square feet. Then, when we got Honey, who is now over here, we got our third Midwest guinea pig cage. That made it 24 square feet. And next month, we are getting our fourth Midwest guinea pig cage, and that's going to bring our caging unit up to 32 square feet. And I'm sorry, but even if this apartment was one bedroom and we had stuff everywhere, I would still find a way of making sure that my girls' enclosure was as large and as big as I could possibly make it for them. And yeah, okay, so I spent $62.99 and $49.99 twice. That is a couple of $100, and it's probably the same price that the person paid for their 2-story rabbit hutch. And I guarantee you my cage setup has more open floor space than that rabbit hutch will ever have. And okay, yeah, you take your guinea pigs out and you let them have floor time a few times a week. But you're talking about how your guinea pigs aren't really active inside their enclosure, and they're not really active outside their enclosure either. It's because you're not providing them the proper environment. Our girls run Piggy NASCAR 500 7 days a week because they have so much room to run. They're about to get 8 square feet of additional room to run, for crying out loud. So if you're not going to either provide your piggy with a Midwest guinea pig cage, a CNC grid styled cage, or build an open, like flat, open, spacious wooden cage of some type, then just don't have a guinea pig. Just don't get them. Store-bought cages are too small. Midwest guinea pig cages, you don't find those in the big wig pet stores because everybody would be buying those and not their itty-bitty tiny store-bought cages that are made by Oxbow and Katie. People would actually be buying the proper caging system for their guinea pigs instead of buying this, overly priced, itty-bitty tiny, might come with a little fence-like thing in the front of it cage. I mean, I don't get it. Growing up, I was always taught if you're going to have an animal and you're going to have a pet, then you need to understand everything about your pet and you need to provide your pet with the best care possible because pets are family. And it's really sad that people will treat a cat and a dog like family, but when it comes to owning a small pet like a guinea pig or a hamster or a rat or a mouse, you find very few people who actually invest in their care and invest in their environments the same as they do a cat or a dog. So it just kind of upsets me because we own 2 cats and we own our 3 guinea pigs and we own 2 senior hamsters who we built their cages for out of storage bins because the store cages were too small. And we actually built, we built bin cages just to make sure that our hamsters would have enough room. They would have more room than a store-bought cage. And I see all of these other people who they don't invest in their pets like their family. Like, to me, our cats, our 2 hamsters, our pretty girls here, to me, they're not guinea pigs. To me, they're my furry little children. And I wouldn't put my child inside a closet and make him stay in there, feed him, water him, make him use the bathroom in a closet, and then only let him out to go to school. I mean, I wouldn't do that to my own child. Why would I do that to a voiceless, depends on me for everything they need to survive animal? I mean, I don't understand it. I guess what my mom said when I was growing up was right. I value animals over people. And that might actually be true. Ain't that right, Queenie Weenie? Say mama values us a whole lot. That's why she gives us big old salads and all this hay and this humongous caging system. Because to me, they deserve it. They're my babies. They deserve the best care that I can give them. They deserve the biggest enclosure I have not the space for, but that I can actually provide them. So, but sorry, the video turned into more than just a little quick update video. It really upsets me to just see some of the housing situations that people put their guinea pigs in, because it's not fair to their guinea pigs, and I don't understand how people can't love their pets like they would a child or another family member. But just wanted to let you know everything's fine. I'm going to get some aloe for Honey Honey and Queenie Weenie's noses and see if that will help. And you guys have a great night. Bye.